Yes, I got money. I got it. I got it. So great. How many people got money from the student loan? That is where the con job becomes more corny, because the number will be doled out by the criminals. Tifnumbu and his gang. Why the money goes into private pocket if there is a. But you see, you have people who are comfortable spending 90 billion naira on people to go and pray in Mecca. And they call it a subsidizing Mecca, Hajj. Or the same people only have just a 5 billion or 5.5 billion naira for more than a 7 million students. And you kind of want to believe the fraud. I will be here, I promise you. The people that want to do student loan but can't really pay, the lecturers. What does that tell you? A con job. ASU came out a few days ago to say, it be like said Tifnumbu don't scam them. What he promised them is not happening. And right now, they will give him till the end of this month. And they will shut down again. So you see the con job. We can't pay you, ASU is on strike. In fact, ASU caused the reason why we have not paid some of you for student loan. Can you see the con job? Or you just want to remain optimistic? Oh, Mayego, you are too pessimistic. Let us be positive. I know that feeling, and I know that spirit. It is the spirit of the mumu in you. Let's just give them a benefit of the doubt. Because of that, you can see the con job. Or you're going to come back to me in the next few months. Mayego, can you believe that? Say, well, I told you, but I seem to be the one with the bad belly. It's all scam. They can't pay the lecturers. They can't pay the teachers. They can't pay the workers in Nigeria what some of them call the living wage. Currently, they are talking about minimum wage. In Nigeria, the minimum wage in Nigeria is 30,000 naira. However, there are many deductions, and just probably about 10 or 15 states out of 36 states pays that. Do you know that? More than 20 states in Nigeria have never paid their minimum wage, including those that seems to have money. They continue to pay 20,000, 18,000. In Borno State, there were teachers, there were workers, they were being paid 7,000 naira a month. That's the minimum wage of Borno State inside Nigeria. So it's so imbalanced. It is so terrible, so imbalanced that with the economic reality, the toothless bulldog, NLC, TUC, and all of the UCCCC cons like that, right? They continue to make their demand known to me, maybe to you, but they couldn't really push it. They are asking for a minimum wage of 615 or 620,000 naira. Should be the minimum anybody earns in Nigeria based on the current economic reality. But if Numbu and his gang, they are offering them now 54,000. Now slow it back and roll it back a bit. If 70% of your states in Nigeria have chosen never to pay the minimum wage of 30,000 naira, and they are still owing people months and years of unpaid salaries, pension, and others under the 30,000 arrangement. And 30,000 naira is $20, isn't it? Yeah, $20 is even being generous. It's probably about $17. How much is that in pounds? 30,000 naira should just be somewhere around 12 pounds or 13 pounds a month. They are not paying it, only few are paying it. So Tifnumbu is now offering them 54,000 as the minimum wage. And 54,000 is like $30. Is that? $30. So that's something like that's going to be like substantial, yeah. Now see how economic jihadists have destroyed Nigeria. Okay, listen to this. So, when the Nigeria minimum wage was 30,000 naira, right? Back then, that was like 100. Let me see. 100. So 30,000 naira was like, let's see, about $70-$80. Or is it more than that? 300 naira. Okay, now I get it. Before these criminals came in, right? 30,000 naira was like $200. Okay. Now, 30,000 naira today is less than $20. So I want you to breathe in and breathe out. And hear what I said again. Before APC, Egbekegbe came in, 30,000 naira minimum wage was over $200. 8 years after that, 30,000 naira is less than $20. That is what they have done to you. And that is why you could buy with your 30,000 naira 8 years ago. You could buy a bag of rice, 7,500 naira. You could buy a liter of petrol for 87 naira. You could, pay your rent of, let's say, 5,000 naira a month. You could possibly even like do some doremi, like moderately. Take yourself out within that money too. And also send money to the loved ones. You are poor, but you could still be able to afford some basic things. Imagine then when people were earning 30,000, 40,000. There were no online almajiri like this. Yeah, people were kind of contented. They were poor, no doubt. They wanted better. They wanted more. APC then came on to say, we could give you better. Baba, we could give you better. That was what APC promised them. Then they stole everything from them. Everything. 8 years after that, you have become more wretched. Now, even if they offer you 54,000 naira a month minimum wage, it is still also never or ever going to have the value of what you had 9 years ago. They are not ashamed of it too. I have a video I want to share with you. I don't know where I kind of mix it up. Okay, it was supposed to be on the line before I continue, but I'll use this January video of the Abuja kidnapping that people had to pay over 100 million naira ransom. And then, fast forward to what happened yesterday in that same Abuja. Just a reminder, I'm coming back with the video to continue what I'm saying.
Make this one to where release you back. That's
You don't shoot two.
He don't shoot too.
The thing go
And as he shoot,
Harissa, his daughter, and this man's his niece.
They are still there.
No, they killed them.
Kill them.
Killed them.
The barrister that owns this house.
No, the barrister is the tenant there
Yes.
in this house.
Yes.
So this other one too was the owner of the house, but his own two children, his own blood children that he has, and his niece, but the niece, they killed the niece too. They tried their phone, then I'm busy to call. Now wait before they will inform the police and others saying that it's buried.
Have they been rescued since then?
No, the guy now, they've convinced the guy already. They called it, they should bring 100 million. I asked them, where can I get 100 million from? So before we say they now sent a call that we should go and take our dead body.
They have killed them.
Yes, they've killed the boy, remaining the girl there. They stabbed him. So we were just even trying to prepare for the burial of the boy now to go take him to his village. Push back toilet. Yes. When she came, they didn't see the now.
We can come back to that if we still have time tonight. So those who were earning 30,000 were told they deserved better. A liter of petrol at 87 naira was a rip-off. Paying 200 billion naira a year on subsidy was a total rip-off. Buying food, buying a bag of rice for 7,500 naira was a rip-off. Jonathan removed subsidy. Then they called these poor people out to reject it. And 9 years after, they are now laughing at what they did to you that brought you here. Have you seen this video?
What President Jonathan is doing, which 10 or so years after, all the political parties in this country agreed with. They even put it in their manifesto. Subsidy must be removed. Subsidy must be removed. Subsidy must be removed. We in ACN at the time at the time in 2012, we know the truth, sir. But it is all politics. And that is.
Now they are laughing at you. We know the truth. All of us in 2012. They're laughing at you. And some of you, the Beribeism in you, the Beriberism in you is still in you. Your education is a course. You are so good in helping these rogues explain their dubious, destructive policies that only serves them, and they could play it on you anytime as they're willing to. But now, you don't even have anywhere to run to or anybody to cry to say, what about the time? Where is so person now? Where is that so person now? Baba, you are on your own. Whether you believed them then or you didn't. Whatever they did in 2012, they will do it again and again and again, all to keep you in your chains. So now the Nigeria economy is in the gutters, and there is no sign of it coming out, no sign. The way Nigeria is going down, Baba, is going down so deep and deep, it will soon discover crude oil. That's how bad it's going to get. And when you begin to use the number to actually compare this, okay, you will understand where I am coming from. So minimum wage now can no longer help the workers to wage the war on hunger. They are all hungry. Under APC, Egbekegbe people will get job. They beg for money. People who have jobs, they are beggars. Those who can beg, they sell their body. When you go to Lagos now, or Abuja, you will now see male Olosho. Maybe you think it's only women that usually do, hook up. The rest of that, there are male Olosho now. Now, it's not like it is new, but it is that it is now called a side hustle. You carry Uber now. Uber man is going to text you, auntie, in case if you need narco, I dey narco well, and I can do foreplay. I can give you happy hour. Apart from this Uber, what they do, I also they do hook up, man, or men. So a lot of you have all this identity of tomfoolery, where you want to make yourself feel like, since you can manage to survive or find your way within that destructive system, it doesn't matter. Those who are destroying it can continue. Abi? You are seeing people. I saw a video of a man who put it online that he was willing to sell his kidney. Why do you want to sell? And the man said, it is a waste to commit suicide. I can't take care of my children. Okay, I lost my job. I lost everything. And I don't want to lose my family. And I don't want to leave them. Like, it is selfish to commit suicide. Instead of committing suicide, I would rather sell one of my kidneys and raise my children. Can you imagine that kind of a thought process or level of destruction, that economic ruins or state of economic ruins that your country is in, where you have your citizens, right, thinking to that extreme? It's not a normal thing. It is not normal. It can be there. So open your eyes to the reality. When you are being scammed, when you are being deceived, even if it is a direct one or indirect one, you are still a victim. Whether you are a direct one or indirect one, you are still a victim. So defending your criminal oppressors in the face of all of this barbarity, right, is something that we consider as a mental illness, a mental health problem. You can't hate those who don't really give a damn about you. So the NLC and the TUC guys, apart from the ASU guys, the ASU guys are the university lecturers, so the ones that they always use to rig elections. And let me tell you something, right? So those of you who are waiting for their 2027 elections, good luck. Good luck with that. I hope you know that out of the 36 INEC commissioners, 36 in charge of the entire country, there are those who are the returning officers. There are those who are going to clear the names of those who are going to work for INEC in every state. Do you know that 19 of them are members of APC, Egbekegbe? Do you know that? Or you don't know? No? You know? You do? Oh, and you still want to go get PVC, right? Good luck with that. Again. But going forward, the NLC, the TUC guys are now asking that it is totally unacceptable. It is a total bollock that Tifnumbu is saying they want to give them 54,000 minimum wage. 54,000 minimum wage. And with the way your economy is going, where your naira to dollar is still going to end up over 2,500 to 3,000 naira to a dollar. If you accept 54,000 from Tifnumbu, you are only accepting your death sentence. Excuse me. That's what you're doing. And now they are worried. So one of them was with Rufai on their TV earlier, and he had this to say.
Thank you very much. It's my honor and privilege to be with you this morning.
Bless you, sir.
Yes. On the issue of 100,000, I'll say directly that it is totally unrealistic and unacceptable. And the figures speak for themselves. How much does a bag of rice go for now?
80,000 as
But
yesterday.
let us even forget about the 20,000.
80,000 naira.
Did I hear you say
80,000 as yesterday, yes.
80.
Yes, 80,000 naira.
80,000 naira.
Yes.
Okay. Well, that speaks to the matter. Rice is one of our staple food here in the country. But that is not all. The figures are manifestly clear. One, at the time we did 30,000, the inflation rate was 11.40%. At the moment, inflation is 33.7% and climbing. The exchange rate are given the fact that we are an import-dependent economy. The exchange rate is 1,600 naira to $1 and climbing. If you look at interest rates, the central bank has jacked up interest rates, per hour. If you look at the customs, within 3 months or so, customs jacked their rates how many times? So everything points to the fact that nothing is settled yet. There is a lot of instability in our economy as it is. But also take note of the fact that at the time we made the demand of 615,000, government had not jacked up the tariffs. Government has since jacked up energy tariff by 250%. Those who are going to pay that 250%, I assure you, they will pass on that cost to the prices of their products and services. But even before the effect of 250% begins to manifest, I'm sure you must have read in the papers about the complaints of Manufacturers Association. Their warehouses are full because there is no longer capacity to buy. And then secondly, prices are getting higher and higher. So what that means is that 100,000 will go to no issue. I do believe that 615,000 is modest enough, is well thought out, and government should do the needful. On the issue of tariff hike, the rules stipulate that before tariffs are jacked up, there should be a conversation with the critical stakeholders. Government never did that. It acted in violation of that rule. But beyond that, we are not talking about 5%, 10% price hike. We are talking about a whopping 250%. Where does that kind of thing happen? But in any case, at the 250% tariff addresses the question of symptoms. They are not addressing the fundamental issues. Why the successor entities in the electricity sector are finding it difficult to operate. That matter is not being addressed. At the last time that I did, at my last outing with you, I did say that the privatization of the energy sector was patently faulty and that it has led to an unhappy marriage between the successor entities and the government. And the right appropriate thing to do will be to do a review of that process or a reversal. There is nothing to be ashamed of here because we cannot go at this rate. You do 250%, now the next time it's going to be 500% until you do 1,000%. and yet there is no destination in sight. So all we are saying is that we should revert to status quo ante, preceding the...
So that is what you call instability. In case if you don't understand what is called economic instability, it is the fact that people, traders, do not know what is going to happen tomorrow. Okay? That what you traded with today is not guaranteed that it is going to be the same tomorrow. And that simply means if you are losing money now, it means you're going to lose it tomorrow again. Because the same guys who are with their inconsistencies, they're going to mess up your money. They're going to mess up your business. They're going to destroy everything. And they're going to stay away like they've done nothing. Maybe it's just you. And I remember telling you this is why a reasonable person will take their money to Nigeria. Nigeria is an import-dependent country, no doubt. Every successive criminal government in the past have mouthed the effort to make sure that Nigeria doesn't import again. We must reduce import. We must, But they are the biggest importer, the criminal governments. They are those importing the German automobile.